Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. This month book review we will be exploring a fictional book that has some magical things in it, and this month we will be reviewing The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. Now, this was a great book that I picked up at one of my witchy stores. This is when I first started getting into the magical books, and it is a New York bestseller. And this book tells you about a village and a girl. So every year, the people of Protectorate leave a baby as an offering to the witch who lives in the forest to keep her from terrorizing the town. But the witch, Zan, is really kind and gentle. She shares her home with a wise swamp monster and a perfectly tiny dragon. Zan rescues the children and delivers them to welcoming families on the other side of the forest. One year, Zan accidentally feeds a baby moonlight, filling the ordinary child with extraordinary magic. Zan decides she must raise this girl, whom she calls Luna, as her own. As Luna's 13th birthday approaches, her magic begins to emerge with unpredictable consequences. Just when it's time for Zan to go collect another child, meanwhile, a young man is determined to free his people by killing the witch, and a volcano dormant for centuries rumbles within the earth. I really found this book very interesting because of it has some Snow White aspects. You know, Snow White was left in the forest and ended up with the dwarves. This is kind of like that. Excuse me. This is kind of like that. So I was really interested in that, and I also was interested with how the witch of the forest took in this child and actually was really kind and raised this child as her own. But the other children she pretty much adopted out to the other village on the other side. So it was interesting to see how the differences of the villages and their beliefs about this particular witch. I'm sure the other village, since she was providing them with children, viewed her as a saint, and the other village viewed her as a witch. So this was a very good book if you were interested in how villages interact, and one magical and one pretty much non-magical, and also how the prince in this story, since we're going with kind of like Snow White, the prince, the young man, it's interesting to see how he ends up seeing the witch and Luna once he encounters them and learn basically the truth and the conflict that arises with that. And it's interesting to see the development of the village that believes that the witch is a witch and is evil, and how they come to view her at the end of the story. So this was a very good book. It was somewhat of a good fast read. It has let's see, 386 pages. So this was a good read. I would suggest this for anyone, especially if you are into young adult books. I wouldn't suggest this for reading for someone that's like very young in elementary, but maybe like 4th, 5th grade all the way up to 8th grade can read this. And of course adults pretty much can read this book as well. But if you're interested in this for your young people, I would just say 4th grade to 8th grade. This would be good for them because they will have some understanding of what's going on, and it's not that gruesome. But anybody younger than that, I wouldn't suggest it because of, you know, the Snow White aspect, even though we kind of read Snow White to young children. But I would just go as low as 4th grade. But I really do like this book. They even the New York Times kind of compares it to Peter Pan and a Wizard of Oz. So it does have that little effect as well. So go ahead and check out The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. Very good book. I was very interested in it. It kind of reminds me of my favorite book that I read every October, which is The Little Witch Family. It kind of gives me that little vibe as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying these book reviews. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit that bell notification to be notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.